Hey everybody, CautionJKU here again. Today we're going to be replacing the fog lights in the bumper of my 2012 JKU. They're a little difficult to get to because it's an aftermarket bumper and they're pretty tucked down in there. But we want to get those fog lights to match my new LED headlights. So here we go. So as you can see, there's quite a difference between the color of the lights. You've got the bright white new LEDs, and then you've got these dim yellowish fog lights. So we'll be replacing those, and we'll show you how to install them and what it looks like when it's all done. So after a little research, looks like I'll be able to get to these from the back. As you can see, there's our mounting screws right there, those little Phillips head. And then here's the one on the driver's side. So good news is, even though it's fairly tight up in here behind all my components and in this bumper, looks like I'm gonna be able to get to all the mounting screws and get these out. So I'm gonna get started. Well, as usual, that turned out to be a little more difficult than expected. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and drop my bumper down so we can come at it from the back and get to these a lot easier. Here we go again. So what I've ended up doing is I've taken all the bolts out of my bumper and I'm pulling it off one side at a time so that I don't have to undo all of my winch and wiring for my lights, leave that all connected. I'll simply go in here, remove those 4 screws after unplugging the light. I'll replace this one, put it back up on this mount here, shift the bumper, put the other side on a jack stand, and do the same for the other light. So here we go. So now that we have all 4 bolts removed, simply pull the lighting out and we'll put the new one back in its place and screw it back in with the 4 supplied screws. So this is our new set of LED fog lights. As we take them out of the box, you'll see they have the LED halo around it, as well as the LED center lights. Simply tap it into my existing wiring, and these look like a pretty plug-and-play replacement. Here we go. So the plugs that come provided with these LED lights, as you can see, do not match the plug that is factory from the Jeep. So rather than trying to plug it into this pre-designed plug here, what we'll do is we'll tap directly these wires here that are raw and meant for it into the back of each of the standard Jeep light plugs, and we'll be set to go. So we've got our last screw going in. The mounts line up perfect with the factory provided lights and in my aftermarket bumper. So that's secured. Now we'll go ahead and get ready to tap the lights in from this wire to that wire. So we've tapped the wire in before we buckled everything up and moved on to the other light. I just wanted to test it. So there we are. As you can see, quite a difference in the brightness and color, much a white light versus the yellow light of the old. And as you can see, we've got it's a little hard to see in there, but there's a halo ring around the outside. That'll be tapped in to my daytime running lights of the lights above. As you can see, the halos light up when the key is on. So we'll do the same for these. So that way, even when the fog lights are off, the little halo ring will be lit up to match the top. All right, as you can see, we've now plugged in the harness to the new LED fog light by removing the stock plug and replacing it with male and female ends so they can only go on one way, so positive and negative remain in line. Then, as you can see, I've also tapped in my daytime running light, and that'll extend over to the other fog light and then up to my daytime running light power that goes to my LED headlights as well. At this point, we're gonna shift the bumper up onto this side, lower the other side, and replace the light. Here we go. So we've removed all 4 screws from the back of this fog light. We'll pull that out. And again, we'll tap in, cut the plug off of the stock, tap into that with the wiring harness off of the new lights, and we'll be ready to go. All right, there you have it. Our light on the passenger side is mounted into the bumper. We have it securely plugged into the new harness. Again, removed the factory plug and built a custom plug set there. We have our daytime running light power running up behind the grill, which will tap in up in the engine bay to where our daytime running light power is. And all that's left now is to tuck everything away and remount the bumper. And there we have it. Our daytime running lights are the halos and the fog lights and the halos and the headlights. Everything matches very nicely. And then we'll go ahead and turn on the headlights and the fog lights. Go back around. And you'll see that now we have full headlight and full fog light. All nice matching bright white. A nice upgrade and touch. That completes the front end of CautionJKU. Thanks for watching and hope your install goes smooth. So we're all finished up installing our new LED fog lights with LED halos in CautionJKU. And I gotta say, they came out looking really good. They go great with the LED Halo headlights, and it really gives it that modernized, bright LED finished look on the front. Very happy with them. Relatively easy install. Only bled once, and that's only because the jack stand holding my bumper slipped. But outside of that, if you had a stock bumper, this is a 20-minute job tops. With an off-road bumper, all depends on your configuration. But again, great finished product. Here it is one more time. Look at those nice clean little LED halos in both the headlights and the fog lights now. Can't wait to see this thing at night, how it really lights up. Flip that cover off my light bar and nighttime becomes day. Good luck with your install. And again, I highly recommend these LED fog lights. All from Audexen.